Guys, so today I have another pinscription to open with you. Today is the 12th of July. I believe this pinscription came slightly late. I didn't really notice. I think it may have come around the 3rd or the 4th. Boxes do usually come on the 1st of every month, so I'm not really sure why, but it wasn't that much of an issue. It's not like Spooky Box Club where they can be like a month late. I wasn't too worried. I'm sure if I had looked online it would have told me why, but honestly, as I said, it really didn't faze me. Like sometimes the 1st falls on like a really tricky day, like it falls on like a Saturday, and then if the postman doesn't get it out in time, then obviously there's a Sunday and there's no post, and then you kind of round to the Monday and it comes on the Monday. So I wasn't too phased, but nevertheless it still took me over a week to film an unboxing for it. So it's in our usual white box. It came first class as always, and it has all these little green stamps around it. So it's our usual stamps, just in different colours. So I think we may have had blue last month, but now we have some green pentagrams and stars and little skull, and there is sometimes like this weird ring thing at the top. Seems like this month they put like extra sticky tape on there because I had to actually like rip the box slightly to get inside. So this is what it looks like inside. This box costs £8 a month. Whatever day you sign up for this box is the same day that you'll pay for the rest of the time. So I signed up for this box on the 2nd of the month so that I know that when a new month rolls by, £8 will be coming out of my account for the pinscription. I think that's a very reasonable price. It probably costs around £2 for postage and packaging, so that leaves you with like £3 per pin, which is definitely very, very reasonable. I've bought lots and lots of pins in my life, and I think probably the most I've ever spent on a pin was possibly like £15, so 2 for £8 is fantastic. So inside it says ML for Mysticum Luna and pinscription in green. We have the business card and then the 2 blind bags, which are in this really nice like lime green colour, but it's also like matte as well, which for some reason I really like matte green. So this is what the business card looks like. They did change their business card about 3 months ago, so this is their newer version. It says Mysticum Luna through the middle, and it's on like a planchette, and the little kind of illustrations on it are the same as what's on the stamps on the front of the box, and on the back it has their email address, their website, their Instagram and their Facebook. So I will leave all those links and everything that you need down below, along with a direct link if you want to just go straight to the page where you can order this pinscription. So I've got my 2 bags here. I've had no spoilers this month, which is pretty miraculous. I'm pretty sure Simply Gothic, who also gets these pins, said that she may have put it on her story, but I didn't look, so I have had no spoilers. So I'm going to open this one first. So with these bags you just rip off the top, which I am getting slightly better at doing, and then open it up, and then the pin is inside. So the first pin feels like a relatively like medium sized pin. It feels quite bumpy and it's like a long line, so I feel like it may be some writing. From the camera I can see that it's green. It looks like it may be in like that green drippy blood writing, which is like my favourite type of writing. Oh, and I really like this pin. This is a horror pin. It quite literally says horror. This is definitely the kind of pin that I would have bought. It's in a very bright green. It's in my favourite kind of drippy blood writing, and it says horror, which I really like. I also love pins which are of writing. For some reason they just make me really happy. They're my favourite type of pins, so I'm very, very excited to put this on my pin jacket. It is a fully black pin other than the clasp, which is silver. It does have only one little pin back, so I'm hoping it's not going to move around too much, but since that pin is dead in the centre, it shouldn't be kind of heavier either side. Feels like a super nice quality. The actual writing is slightly indented, so it's kind of indented and then painted green, but it has a very lovely finish to it. There's no kind of green dripping anywhere where it shouldn't be, so I'm very, very pleased with this pin, and as I said, I definitely would have bought this if I'd seen it in store. If anyone's watched my recent Spooky Box Club video, you may have heard me talking about my pin jacket. I'm really like unsure what to do with it, just because it's getting so full and so heavy, and I just don't feel like you can appreciate all the pins on it anymore. So I'm considering making a pin, like I've got a pin board already, but whether or not I should clear my pin board off and have it just for pins. I just don't know, or maybe I should just have my jacket on show rather than clothing, but as I said, I don't want to retire it. So straight out looking at the screen, I can see I've got a green pin here. There's a bit of green on the pumpkin. We've got this one that says Living Dead Girl, so that may go not quite nicely. I've got one that says Boo, and I've also got a Pickle Rick pin, so I think, oh, and there's green on there, so I feel like I could, no, I can't fit it in there. I could put it above the Living Dead Girl one. It clipped on there really nicely. It shows up really well. It's like that really strong colour of green. If you look at this Living Dead Girl one, the green's almost slightly too dark, so you can't see it so well. But the horror one fits in really nice. And I wonder if our next pin will also be green as well, because I do have like a little bit of space around here which I could fill. Okay, so the next one, I'm getting really good at this. For some reason I just have so much trouble opening these bags, but I'm becoming a pro, so I've opened it up. So this again has one pin back. It feels slightly larger. It feels pointy, like almost in a triangular shape. I thought for a second it may have been a cat, but I don't think it is a cat. Oh, that's cute. It's literally the Mysticum Luna logo. As I was saying, they've recently updated their little business cards, and now they've made little matching logo pins, which is really nice. If you look at this business card that says Mysticum Luna, the pin looks exactly the same. It's just I feel like the detail really isn't showing up on camera, but it has all of those tiny little details within the pin. The pin is in black and silver. The silver bits are raised and the black bit is kind of engraved and painted black, which is my favorite kind of style of pin. It does have one pin back on the back and it is silver, but it's a really nice size, and the fact that that pin back is at the top in the middle should mean that it will stay around the right way. So I have quite a collection of black and silver pins from Mysticum Luna, but I feel like this one should take kind of pride of place because it is their logo pin, so I think I'm going to put it right at the top here just so you can see it. I would like to have put all of my Mysticum Luna pins on one side and all my spooky box pins on the other side. So potentially if I do get round to doing that, I feel like this Mysticum Luna pin would fit in so nicely just to kind of top it all off, almost like a header to the rest of the pins. But as I said, if I do put all my pins on a pin board or something, I definitely put this Mysticum Luna pin in the center and have all of the Pinscription ones around the outside. So that is my new pin. It's sitting on there really nicely. I'm like fiddling with it and it always ends up around the right way, so that's really good. So that is the second pin which we got in this month's Pinscription. I'm really pleased with those two pins. I definitely would have bought the horror one. I'm not 100% sure if I would have bought the logo pin, just because like I don't really buy like company logo pins, but I do really like it and I'm really pleased like that they sent it to me. It's kind of almost one of those things that if you made an order, if they'd said like pay £3 on top and we'll give you this pin, I probably would have, or if I was trying to get my order up to like a certain price or whatever, I probably would have added that to my basket. So that is where are we, July's Mysticum Luna Pinscription. As I said, all the information is down below as to how you can subscribe to this service. I absolutely love Mysticum Luna's Pinscription, and this is their 14th box, I think, because last month they had officially been doing it for a year, and now it's a year and 1 month. And now we are well into the beginning of their second year of doing their Pinscriptions. So thank you so much for watching. As I said, everything that you need is down below. If you do have any questions or comments, please do leave them down below. If it's sunny where you are, I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I'll see you next time.